They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Drops it off for Coleman. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking downfield for Joe. It's caught inside the 25. And that one results in 35 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Ryan sliding out of the pocket. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. He can run for it, and he will. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Calvin Ridley, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. Bryant's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Shotgun now for Brady. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Vic Beasley. In there to bury him for a loss of 11. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. From the gun, it's Brady. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jack Crawford in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a third and long. On third and long, it's Brady. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 19 yards is the pickup there, but even with that, they're well short. It's fourth down. They do go for it. It's Brady. Open man there is Patterson, complete. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on fourth down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on fourth down here early in the game.
A former star in nearby Georgia. This is Sony Michel. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Yeah, once more, strong running. Excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 right at the 20. They hand off to their big tight end. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They'll try to pound it in with Hill. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. Michel. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They go play action here on first down. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. Looking deep for Julio. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
To throw is Ryan. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Now 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down.
Hello? Okay, there we go. There we go. Man, stop playing with me, man. Now I want to. Oh, my gosh. Look at this guy. Decline. Let's go, man. Let's go.
John
Try to do little 4 plays
and
work.
it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett, never giving up. He's able to keep working and get him for a loss of 12. Grady to throw on 2nd down. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. On 3rd down, that's White. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
All right. Good job, James White. Good job.
Yeah. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. Trying to pound it in here with Michel.
Got him.
And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score.
That's what I'm talking about.
Sony Michel with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Pats able to cash in for 6.
We're going for a good football day. We haven't played all week. We're going all week. Good football weekend.
Gostkowski for the point after.
Timeline note. It's somebody's birthday today.
Gostkowski the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
Birthday weekend day.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here now come the Falcons. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Here's Ryan going underneath. It's Coleman. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Ryan to throw. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Dancing to his left. And he will find Ridley
I don't know.
on the left
That
side.
guy keeps getting...
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. He's going to let this one go. And this is...
Caught it? Yeah, it's really
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, 40 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Bryant now to tack on the extra point. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
I need at least a field goal. I got 2 timeouts.
This is fielded at the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
To throw, it's Brady. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. From midfield, here's Brady. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Now the Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Toward the sideline,
That's an even
look at that catch, dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Ryan. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And this is caught at the 8. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Get up! Wait! Wait!
From the gun, it's Ryan.
There we go. Come on.
Intercepted.
Go.
Go.
I needed that. I needed that. I needed that. I needed
He's at the 40.
that.
The 20. 10.
Talk about it.
And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots.
He quit. That's how mad he was.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A
That is,
pick
scrub.
six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
That is.
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do?
Goodbye. Goodbye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, scrub. Bye-bye, scrub. I needed that. Whew. All right, I think I'm going to get one more. I'm going to get out of here. Let's go. Next game. Five slots away. I'm trying to get in the top 100. I'm trying to get in the top 100. That'd be so cool.
Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold. I be out on a late night, opposite a play fight. See slime break night. This break night. My wrist watch is like a break light. And you can get it right on your gravesite. So tell me something I don't know. $50 pizza when I'm eating in Soho. I heard that you in love with the stuff in your me, they hate me. What should I do? Keep getting money. It's funny, I was
That
just
works.
like you.
It's working,
Super
man.
Bowl Sunday. With the facts. Security guard told Kevin Hart to relax. Oh! Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop home, game in the chokehold. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop home, game in the chokehold. I reinvented myself, they sorta hated it. I reinvented myself and upgraded it. Traded in the Jews, copped a couple new ones. Lost a couple friends and got a couple new ones. Upstairs and downstairs, the balcony. These oceanside views,
Got a game,
the alchemy.
baby.
Ain't nothing crazy like the city in the summertime.
Alright, so this is gonna be the last one.
Still be on my summer grind.
I don't know how long this
Handle your business. Handle your business. Loyal and honor, don't
We
break
get a
the
full
bro
game out of
code.
this.
The more red rose, match with the rose gold. Whoever counted me out, they can't count. Oh. Tell me something I don't know. What?
That ain't
Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop home, game in the chokehold. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop home, game in the chokehold. They call a podcast Poppy. King goes, I see they trying to.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you get a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Their meeting in Super Bowl 49 was thrilling. What's in store here? The Pats and Seahawks are underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play going
you got a run game with these
nowhere
dudes.
as he's bolted before he could get out of the backfield.
Oh my
It'll be
God.
a loss
These
of
are like the
one,
slowest
and
running
that's
backs
going to
in the
lead to a
game.
3rd and 11.
That's rough. That's ambition. Let's call that what it is. That's ambition. That's ambition.
To throw is Wilson. Staying
Got
on
him.
his feet.
Oh my gosh. Go get him. Go get him.
And he goes down. It's a
Sit down the
Patriot
first time.
sack.
I'm going to love seeing that.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get
Oh,
it.
that's
Third
why he
and long.
ran
Why
it
are you calling
twice.
play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively,
Crosses
right?
on
No,
the
not
pad.
at
Man,
all. I
this
did have a
team is
coach
built
explain to me
for
years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and that leads to a play-action sack. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10.
No, I don't even know if I want to prove it. I don't know. If I get 3 wins, so that's 1 win. If I get a 3rd win, I'll check out. Japan. I have 1 win.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel.
See,
And
like,
they went
that
the
block
wrong
should
way
have
there.
held.
Losing yardage
That was a straight
back at the
blitz.
43-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That should have held.
On 2nd down, Michel. And down to the 36-yard line here. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now at a 3rd and 6.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning.
Let's go.
They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Give him 15
Yeah,
yards on that one, and New England has a 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Bradley McDougall that time able to knock it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Thanks, man.
A give. This is Michelle. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He'll check this one down to Michelle. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
People are going to at least line up for this. You already
and
said
no
it
signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
Get it.
They'll run for it. This is White. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. So give him the 1st down. 1st and goal after a pickup of 4, and the decision to go for it pays off. Brady now on 1st down. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Josh Gordon from 10 yards out. And the Pats have taken the early lead. And his kick is good.
If I get three wins, I'm gonna go. Yes, if I get 3 wins. All right, track him. No, I like winning, man. I like winning. I like winning.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away.
I am missing. I need to practice.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now it's Carson. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 3rd down, it's Carson.
Really believing in this.
Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Now he's forced out left.
Got him.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Go on. No, 66.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. He's to the 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
He's still running that blitz.
Michel, 22 yards, and the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays.
Man does not get the ball.
Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here's Carson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
This is Carson, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a
I mean,
yard
I
after the
like his
39.
commitment to the run. His commitment to the
He
run.
hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On third down, that's Carson, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. They run it with Carson. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
No more.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. Wilson. And that is incomplete.
That was a good fake.
A minute 57 to go in this first half. Back to Foxborough after this. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down? They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Man, you know what? That's too quick. Yeah, I can do one more, man. I'm gonna do one more. I'm gonna do one more. And then we go. I'll be back.
Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? I'm watching television, telling me avoid the system. Hoping I ain't lose religion, texting prayer hands, hope the message sending on. Know I've been blessed, I've been seeing prophets, musty yellow shirts, louder than the broccoli, dancing in my chucks, feeling out of body, say the man got me on. Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? All in my system, then the one I'm kissing. One might extensions that'll look like expeditions on. Man, it's too loud. Hear me in your city, cause when I start spitting too much drive, need some power steering, cruising to a better vision, y'all. Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now?
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you get a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Chicago Bears.
Man, barely got back in time. And the man is a back-to-back.
Stephen Gostkowski now has this one teed up, and we are underway from Gillette Stadium. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Name does not look familiar. What?
On first down, Trubisky buying time to his left. And incomplete to open things up.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground.
I think he likes running that way. I see he keeps scrambling to the left.
About playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it.
I don't know how that made it. Not with that guy diving. I don't know how that made it. That's
in this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Now Trubisky on first down. They'll set up the screen to Howard. Finding some room at midfield. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 23 yards on the play. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here. That looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The screen pass here to Cohen. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
And Parkey's kick is good.
They kicked 3.
And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. Well, of course, you want to find the end zone, but, you know, you go on the road, you get 3 points. I think you take it.
Yeah, pretty good start to the day for them, don't you think? Right? You go out there, get the 3 points. Now, look, it's not going to silence this crowd, but it might take a little bit of steam out of them right off the top.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
29, Alpha.
Sony Michel, his first carry. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was
I don't like
swallowed
running the
up
drop
because
back.
what they're
Let's not run the
hoping,
drop
those big defensive
Just run the
linemen will
fullback.
take the bait and move
Blitz,
laterally
I'm gonna get at least
and
yards.
open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On the handoff, it's Michel. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of
Well, this is taken in.
That's
It's
just
complete.
wrong, man. That's
4th
just
down
wrong.
conversion
That's just
plays.
wrong.
You usually
That's probably
think
not the
1,
best
2,
read.
3
Actually,
yards, maybe 10.
that's not the
there.
best
What a huge
But that's
pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. On the ground with a tight end. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
29, Alpha.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And this is going to be intercepted.
Get him.
Eddie
Negative
Jackson
safety.
picks it. And a big turnover
Damn.
there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you got to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Now it's Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Open man is Miller.
Hey,
He's
come
got
on, man. Like, stop giving him that.
13 yards
All right.
that time of the first.
Giving him that, man.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball to the ground at the feet of the receiver
You got
so you don't get it intercepted and just start over. But he ended up finding another receiver.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's Trubisky. And he hits the tight end.
Man.
Deion Sanders. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
They brought in a heavy set on third down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation, and sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. They go play action here on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Burton. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. Trying to punch it in with Howard. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Trey Burton from 3 yards out. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Yeah, he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
These are the games that if I lose or I don't play
and this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Throwing on first down is Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots.
He can't get a first down. He can't get it. He can't.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
I'm throwing picks.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Throwing here, Trubisky. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they're able to bring him down at the 20.
Get him off the field.
And a timeout here. Timeout taken. Whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here's Dorsett. And just shedding him off there. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Patriots take over. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for second down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this.
All right, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. An 8-yard gain, so that gets them halfway there. Now they're left with a 3rd and 8 more.
Check it.
On 3rd down. That's White. Now White lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
I ain't got no more words now. I'm out of words, man.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Dante Hightower in there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Trubisky draw play, gives to Howard. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yards.
They can be
back
stopped
at the
for
38.
sure. He's not doing much. I'm shooting
Loss of
myself.
4 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
I'm seeing that. I got to take responsibility. This whole first half, this is a great one to analyze because this is what happens when you shoot yourself. So you're smart at the play clock. So I got to make sure that I score. I think I get the ball coming out of the half. I remember that. So I got to score. And I got to put a defensive effort up worthy of this game. And then go back down, and I need 7. I can tie it up, but I need 7.
He gets this one away, and
boy,
it's another boomer.
I made 3 turnovers.
Dorsett on the return. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Get down.
Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. Brady now on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's caught inside the 20. So from their own 20 all the way to the red zone now. A chance to capitalize on 1st and 10. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
All right, let's see if we can put together
a great Coach,
half.
thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
He will milk the clock. If he gets a stop, he's going to milk the clock. So we're not focusing on this stop. We're gonna focus
and that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They'll run it now out of the gun. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And the tip there altered the ball flight.
What can't
this
dude do, man?
incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
He got the bat down.
A pretty good coverage
Really?
there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides.
Be on your
The
feet.
tension continues to build.
Touchdown,
Big
New England.
time right there.
Josh Gordon,
Big
64
time.
yards. And the Patriots are back within a score.
Big time right there.
And when a Hail Mary is completed
time.
for a touchdown
Big time
pass
right
like that, I
I mean,
think
he
any
was kinda
defensive
open, but he
coordinator
made a good
just
defensive
puts their
grab play.
face
Way
right
to
into
stay
their
with it.
hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats.
Way to
in
come
front
out
of
and get
me. I don't have
7
the
back
empirical numbers that
immediately.
say
That's
that
what
in
I'm talking.
recent years, the
All right,
Hail
we
Mary
got a
pass
ball
has
game
been
now.
completed
We just
more
gotta D this
than
up,
it has
man. He be
been,
mad if
but
we
it
lose.
feels that way, doesn't it?
Come on,
And I
do
know
that
the
defense.
defenses
We
are
see that
spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
18.
Now Trubisky to throw. Throwing the out route and complete.
right.
That's Miller. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
I mean,
5
they
yards on the
successful,
catch there.
bro.
Brings up 2nd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside.
Can't
and
give him
have that ball
time.
delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Trubisky to Gabriel there for a Bears 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Being chased out left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change a
Come
quarterback.
on, man. I got you guys out there
Into
for
the
a
hands
reason.
of Miller.
Getting
And
killed
able
again.
to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On 1st down, they run with Howard. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'm pressing a little bit, right?
18.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Howard.
And whose man
And
is
he's
that?
got
That's
this
not
down
my guy.
almost to the 20 before he's dropped. He goes for
He's not doing
18
nothing.
there as the drive will continue.
At all.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Go get him.
And a big
Get him
loss
back there,
here
yes.
as he's
Use
taken
that,
down.
yes.
Kyle Van Noy in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. On the toss play, Howard. And that play is
There we
blown
go.
up, losing yardage back at the
Great
35.
timeout.
Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And
There we go.
incomplete
Put that
on the
pressure on.
deep ball.
Put that pressure on. That's
I
what I
put
wanted
just
to
a
see.
little bit too
Put that
much heat
pressure
on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to
He's
keep it
still
away
within
from the
range. I mean,
defender.
that's a 40,
But you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
He probably hit that.
And Parkey's kick is good. Back now
We
in
come back and score. We
Foxborough.
good.
It's Bears football here. They also
we
have
got a
the
couple
lead as
other lucky
well
ones.
as we
All right.
begin quarter number
So far,
4.
so good. All right, we got to focus on the touchdown. We got to focus
Here's
on the touchdown.
Parkey
and
now,
those-
set to kick it away.
That last one was
Fielded about a yard deep.
favorable, but still lucky. It wasn't clean.
And he'll get it up to about the
All he's doing is hit
26-yard
stick
line,
and-
just across the 25. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the
Do a
field.
4-minute
And
off.
for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that
All of
again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
All right, this is zone.
Brady to throw on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball
I said it was a zone. That's still made the wrong read.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now Brady got to have this one. And that is incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Onto the field now come the Bears. Still a lot that can happen, but you think they get points on this drive, even if it's just 3. Should wrap this one up.
And you got to love their starting field position. So if you're the play caller right now, being on the plus side of the 50, you're thinking exactly what you're saying. Get 3, get out of here with at least that. But hey, you might have a chance to put 6 on the board and really take control.
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 27. From the gun, it's Brady. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah,
and Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 37. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. Completion left side to Miller. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now Trubisky shakes off the set, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go,
pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the try. And he's going to go down again. Akeem Hicks in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. On 1st down, Trubisky Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
It's game over, bro. Smoke. I got smoke. I don't even want to go eat. Yup. Hate to do it. Got smoke. Basic player. Basic. Still want to basic.
We want back ends. Wipe my sins. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. They sleep. We wake them up. Wake up. The champs is in.
Made a foolish mistake.
We want back ends.
Got you.
Wipe my sins.
Chicago
They can't
Bears
win. They
defense,
can't
so
win. No new
any
friends.
defensive
Football fans. They sleep again. They sleep. We wake them up.
even if it happens.
Wake up. The champs is in.
I made way too much.
Wake up, the cake up,
Fumble or
raise
two.
up, or make us do something. We don't want to bite down on you, right now on you. Juke to the left, they dodging it. Can't play the role, you fraudulent. Waiting on the rain for the stars in it. 4x4 double parking it. Wanna play like cars in it. Wear the right flag, they forfeit it. Now I got a ring too gorgeous. Y'all gotta treat it like forges. It sound like I wanna scratch it. Try to take the ring, I'ma tackle you. I guess I'm a Super Bowl bachelor. Go hard in the gym, no cameras. I think I see blood, no Dracula. I'm an animal, eating up amateurs. Too active, y'all can't handle it. No taxing, we'll dismantle it. Shake up the building and ramble it. Whip it, shut up the critics and analysts. Come through dripping, I'ma set it off. Game after game, you can bet it off. Quarterback got range if you broke them off. Quarterback did an option and set it off. Duck goose linebacker coming through. Yeah, hit him with the spin of the Jew. Yeah, we gon' blow your block like a new. Yeah, and I spend a dime every two. We gon' lock down on the offense. Bust down the skeleton fossil. I'm not addressing the problem. Julio on the post, you can't stop him. Pick it up, running back, it's no problem. I'm running behind the block, they gon' block him. Quavo Yoda, I'm offset Chewbacca. Watch the blitz on the left, we gon' block him. We some animal, yeah, we some goblin. Man to man, we gon' cover you properly. Man to man, you can't beat me impossibly. Red zone, this my highlight, my property. Do a quarterback sneakers on 4th and 3. Get the ends on the offensive block for me. I stiff him, I'm down, get off of me. I'm trucking them over, he under me. Back ends. Wipe my sins. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the New England Patriots. They'll start out on the ground with Carson, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Wilson on 2nd down. He hits Baldwin right side. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Here's Wilson. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Steps away to it, and the pressure gets to him again. Dante Hightower in there to drop him for a loss on the play.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy,
That
that's a
was
huge
smart
risk to
move
take.
to have.
Yeah, now
You
they're
guys know
set
I
up in
played for
prime
Florida last year,
position
but
going the other way.
No, it's whatever. I just got mixed up.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Barkevius Mingo in that time on the tackle.
Play every game.
That's a really nice play,
That was
able to
careful.
stack that one
Yeah.
up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They
Oh,
kept
you didn't
people
catch
off
none of them
him,
blocks,
allowed him
huh?
to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain.
Olive.
That
Missed
play
it.
reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And the Patriots
I gotta
jump
make
out
it
to a 3-0 lead.
I gotta make a paper.
So the drive stalls out inside
Going
the
on
15-yard line, but they do get 3.
Whatever.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what
You
happened
think
there.
that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And it's hauled in by Nick Vanette. And
I
he'll
can't
have it
check that
past
side.
midfield
That
almost
dude-
to the
that
40
formation
before
is
being
working
taken
well.
down. A very solid gain of 27.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's got the tight end, Vanette. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard, and you probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about that little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker
I
or
don't
a
know how that
defensive
was
back will
hit.
widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. Again, Wilson. He lets it fly for Rocket. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful.
Did take that shot.
4th down now.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
This is complete. It's Baldwin. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down of this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Coming left is Michelle. And he'll lose yardage. Brought
honestly,
down at the
don't be touching
32.
that block right.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Alex is not touching the block.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And he fires one, but incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
They do go for it. It's Brady.
I see you, baby.
Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the fourth down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Brady. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit.
He caught
Ball
that.
pops out, incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field.
All right,
It's very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They'll run it now out of the gun.
Okay.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Dorsett making the catch. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He got 29 yards that time.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Gostkowski with the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And out now come the Seahawks. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Everyone go 36 power.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
380.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Looking deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. It's a big play there for Seattle. 45 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Right, lady.
To throw again is Wilson. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin, 28 yards. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. Sebastian Janikowski on for the PAT.
Maybe if I would have put those ends and purpose ones, I don't know.
Janikowski adds the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Out to kick is Janikowski. And now out come the Patriots. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the
we do.
sideline.
He's right.
Because
We
when
need
you
to get
score a
back to the end
touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you
End
did
zone
on the
neutralized
last
and
drive.
be up.
When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about it.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Cordero Patterson, 53 yards. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6.
Yeah, he over there stuck. That's why that dude ain't even moving like
Gostkowski. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Wilson. He gets it to Baldwin. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And he fires
there we
one
go.
that's intercepted.
Baited
Picked off down near the 5.
Baited him.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Brady. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gordon. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. The final shot before half for Brady. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he is down
that's the
deep
second
into
one at the
Seattle
half.
territory. Time
Brady
for a
put
break.
it up,
We've hit
and this dude
halftime.
won
2
it.
quarters down.
Dorsett.
2
All right,
still
good stuff.
remain. We step
Still up-
aside.
still
This
up,
is the NFL on EA
10
Sports.
points.
So
Yeah,
here we
nice,
go for
slow,
half
methodical
number 2.
drive
The
at the end.
Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football.
The run game.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On the ground is Michel. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, and now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking with those big behemoths.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Play action. Now Wilson. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone.
There you go.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The veteran Jason McCourty there to make sure that one didn't find its target.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Baldwin with it over the middle. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Good stuff. It'll be a good game.
They'll try to get this offense going with Michel. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion.
Oh, boy, he got a favorable spot there. The guys on the sidelines were raising their hands over their head and clasping their hands to signal safety. But the official marked it just outside the end zone at the 1-yard line.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Now it's Lockett. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Good
Put that
starting
full
field
wide
position
defense
here
on
for the
you, too.
Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10.
Right, 280.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Now he's going to let it go deep. Back up. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They go play action with Wilson. Throwing middle. but
Ow,
it's
ow, I was
incomplete.
right there.
He was
I
going
thought
for the
that
tight
time.
end, Nick Vanette. 3rd down
Oh,
here.
no.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it'll be tipped up and picked off.
To throw is Wilson. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Right, blue 15.
Throwing again here, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release. Now it's Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. In for the score. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Out to kick is Janikowski. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
29, Alpha. Reset.
Brady now on first down. And a dump off to White. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time.
And it's a fumble.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people on.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
Yo,
and the Seahawks have recovered.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
He's got the tight end, Vanette. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out. By a few inches, that'll be a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. And it's hauled in by Ed Dixon. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And a big one here as he's taken down. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And that will force a turnover on down.
Not on my. Hey, this is bad as far as I'm just showing a lot of rust. This game shouldn't be that tight. I lost the last game. I'm still on that.
They'll go left side here with Michel. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Let's go. 53 Linda! Right! Goal 50.
And it's Michel once again. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. And the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Shotgun now for Brady. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Cordero Patterson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. The point after try for Gostkowski. Gostkowski, the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of...
They got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. On first down, Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Wilson to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now Wilson. He finds his man, Baldwin. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. Now Wilson. And that's incomplete. It was the veteran Devin McCourty. You got a hand in there to break that one up.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was
catch it.
Another throw on second down,
Why are you
and this
back?
one incomplete as well. This
on
drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Here's Wilson. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Got some real estate inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field.
Yeah, Joe Tan. Yeah, Joe Tan.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
Yeah, Joe time.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jason McCourty, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Alabama, 380.
Oh, he's down.
One play at a time now. Go.
Brady going to throw here. Left side, it's Dorsett.
But the fact that
And
he
he goes
caught
down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Brady now on 1st down. This is caught, and he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Philip Dorsett, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
Loving it. All stats, baby. All
Goskowski with the
stats.
extra
All
point.
stats.
And the
I'll
decision
take
to
all
just kick the extra point winds up successful. Goskowski now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up with that.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Play action. Now Wilson. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
7 sacks. I'll take it. All right. So that's a 3-1. Probably shouldn't have lost that third one. I'm still a little smart and butthurt about it. Smarting from that. But, I didn't execute well. Too many turnovers that game. Well, really. Like 2 fumbles. Honestly, I got to look at this catch. I got to start trusting. We can run on that. So, just little things like that I got to tighten up on. But we good. We back up. Oh, 103. That's what we're still on pace. We're still on mission. He's still looking to have a good attitude. Hey. Money back.